Hey y'all, welcome back to LL Honeycomb Homestead. Today I'm just here, just prepping, y'all, prepping. A lot of that cutting, a lot of dicing, and a lot of chopping, okay? And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm sticking stuff in the dehydrator. I already took out my onions and mushrooms to make up some powders for that. I have so far 7 racks up in here with my onions getting ready to go in. I'm on my last one to put on the tray. And still got some more onions, lots of onions. And I'm going to be making some onion broth, some vegetable, stock. Because I got a lot of stuff that I'm chopping up. I want to make myself some vegetable stock. I also have some meat in there that I had when I was had it roast and everything, and so Lorenzo's in there now, straining that and getting the good drippings off from that beef, and that way I can have me some beef stock as well to can up in my pressure canner. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Um, Y'all, look, y'all could do the same thing. I'm telling you, you need to just stock up your pantry. Stock up your pantry. That's keeping you from going to the store. You're saving coins. You're saving all of that. Start getting your jars and all this stuff sanitized and ready. Um, I'm going to give you a quick span on what's going on. And let's get to it, and I'll show you here in a second. Okay, so like I said, I'm just slicing up the onions like in big chunks, and I'm leaving them as far as big rings, and I'm going across the tray. Let me bring it down somewhat so you can see, and just setting them on the tray. For those who don't know, if you have a baking sheet or something like that, this is what I was doing before I had a dehydrator. I would take my cookie sheet or whatever like that, pan sheet, and just place my onions in like this on that sheet. And you set your temperature, I think it's one something. You can Google it. I can't tell you exactly what it was because it's been a second since I've used the oven. But you can Google it and it'll tell you exactly how long and what the temperature needs to be in your oven to put your different vegetables and stuff like that. If you want to dehydrate to make you some powders and stuff, it'll tell you. If you got a dehydrator already, then you pretty much know. If you don't have one, it'll come with a little booklet, and it also will tell you, depending on what dehydrator you have and stuff like that, it'll tell you what you need to put your settings on for that dehydrator as well. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm aligning this stuff up, as you can see. And that way I can have me a nice jar of onion powder when the time comes for me to want to have some onion, some onion powder, because I done ran out on one of them, and I'm already starting on another. So this time around, I'm gonna have me some in some quart jars, and start saving your jars, or if you know somebody that's throwing away jars, see if you can get them from them. See if they give them to you. I have a lot of neighbors around here. I have one especially. She gives me a lot of containers and stuff too. And then this lady gave me about 6 boxes of pickle jars of all sizes. And that's what you will see in the background when I'm talking to you. All those jars and stuff like that. I was able to put stuff off in there and didn't have to go and buy any change for it. Scraps. I keep all my little scraps like this, you know what I'm saying? And I have a little bag over here that I put all those scraps in. Those, for one, you can use it for your vegetable broth, all that stuff, because that will go in when you make your stock. You can also put it in your garden beds as well. All your scraps, put it in your garden beds so you can be building your beds up for the spring and for your fall gardening time, and all of that. And then you want to just get in the groove of getting all those things. You know what I'm saying? All those things. I also had a lady that gave me some celery and some carrots and stuff like that. Bless her heart. Thank you. Because it goes in for some stock. And also I could dehydrate some of those the celery and some carrots if I want to, and make powders out of that. So that way I can have me some celery salt. Y'all seen celery salt in the store. You know how much that runs. Okay then, we won't even ask no more questions about that, okay? Get you some celery, you know, chop that up, dehydrate that, add you some sea salt or whatever kind of salt, pink Himalayan salt, whatever. Guess what? You got you some seasoning salt, okay? For some celery. Just things like that, it just plays, you know, it plays in your head and you can be like, dang, I could be building my own little spice thing. Yes, you really can, you really can. So as you can see, I got this celery stock here, you know, and I'm gonna chop it up, but then I'm gonna wash it after I get it good and chopped up. And some of them I'm gonna save and go ahead and have that as a celery powder. And then the others I'm gonna just chop up and clean up too, and put it in a Ziploc bag so I can have that in the freezer for when I get ready to make my stock. Because I'm out of jars and I need to get some jars. I don't have the funds right now, and that's why, you know, things like that, I don't like asking nobody for anything, but if you want to donate, please do. If you want to, I have my Cash App down below for me to get some more jars, because I'm stocking and I want to stock this pantry up. I'm building my own grocery store up, you know what I'm saying, for me and mine. And you can do the same thing with your family as well, you know what I'm saying? And that makes it even less expensive. Yes, it's work behind it, but guess what? At the end of the day, you know, it was worth it. You did it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go out and go to the grocery store and buy this stuff, you know, no more. You can can this stuff up and you have your own stuff that you made up, you know what I'm saying? If you're in the kitchen already cooking up some stuff, save those little scraps, those end pieces and stuff like that. That way you can build your own vegetable stock, and you be glad that you did. So that's what I'm doing as well, you know. I'm trying to build my little grocery store, you know what I'm saying, and have stuff that you done preserved, you know, on the side, you know, for yourself and your family, because you got stuff that you got that you put in your freezer, you know what I'm saying? And you got stuff from the farmer's market, grocery store, it doesn't matter. Y'all get it and just stock up. Stock up on this stuff. Stock up on it. Stock up on it. You be happy you did. Believe me, you be happy you did, because you done saved so much money. So, and I got some more celery in the refrigerator. So, and also, when you see something like this, just like this, you can go ahead and cut this. You can set this in some water. Set it up in a jar in some water. Those roots are going to come, right? And you know what that means. Stick it in some soil. You will have you some celery. Did you know that? If you didn't, you know now. All the end pieces of stuff like that, celery, what else is a rootstock? You already know. If you see stuff like that, and it's gonna, onions, the ends of the onions, show you. I told you I was cutting up some onions. Let me show you something. As you're cutting up your onions, you're going to see that root. You see that root right here? When you cut off your onion, cut about this much off, about a inch or so off. Or, I think I did a video back, you gotta look back. Set that onion in some water by the root side, so that way you can get some roots coming. As them roots are growing in that water, you got some more onion coming up, and those are your scallions, your green onions. So as that's growing, you can do this all year long in your house. Have it in the windowsill with some water. As long as you got some green onions until that daggum onion shrivel up like that, time to toss that, and guess what? Get you another one, set it in there. So you can line you up some onions and set them off in there in the windowsill. Take this part right here off, so that way it can get some room, and the roots are gonna grow in the water on the bottom, and you got you some green tops. And you just keep cutting them and dice them. You could do all that and have you some in your freezer. You can have some while you're cooking a dish. You can just clip it. It don't take long for it to grow back. It don't take long for that green onion to come back. You can make you some powder. You can make you some green onion flakes, all that, chives, everything. Just by this onion, because it's going to grow from the top. Just thought maybe you'd know it if you didn't know. And you can have your own little vegetables growing in your house like that. Now, I've done that forever, and I still keep doing it. You can do the same thing with some garlic, y'all. Do the same thing with your garlic. Okay? All right. So in the meantime, if you got you some tomatoes or something like that, all those seeds that'll be inside those tomatoes, start saving those seeds as well. That way you can have your abundance of seeds for tomatoes. And when you want to grow some tomatoes, or you won't have to worry about going to the store and getting any seeds, because you done saved you some seeds. Let those seeds dry out. Put them in a nice little container in a cool, dark place, okay? And that way you can have some, and they'll be ready for you to plant when it comes to that season. So I just, like I said, just coming on here telling you this is behind the scenes. This is what I'm doing. This is an everyday thing, okay? This is what I'm doing. And I just thought I'd come on here and give you an idea, so that way it can have something stick there, so that way you can try it as well. Look back on the videos, you know, you'll see where we're doing the spice challenge and we're making our own seasonings and stuff. I'll give you a prime example about those things. Okay, here's one right here. See the green onion tops? Those onions that come up, like I said, from that onion, you just keep chopping it. I had some onions in the garden, and I just kept cutting them. I mean, they come. They come, they come, they come. Got those. You got a bunch of hot peppers, chili peppers, or whatever. Here's one, too. I gotta rewrite that. But here's some chili peppers. Take them, put them in your dryer. I mean, not dryer. Inside your dehydrator or your oven. You know, separate the seeds. Okay? And that way you can have you some powder, chili powder, that goes good with dishes and stuff like that. And this is a whole quart jar, y'all. If you're growing your own herbs and stuff like this, I got 1.5 quarts. I grew some oregano. I got a whole 1.5 quarts of oregano. Y'all know how much oregano is? Okay. Here's my herbs right here. I got a whole 1.5 quarts of this stuff. Garlic, okay? As I was growing my garlic out there, I got the tops of that. Here's my green garlic, onion tops. You see all that? I got a whole 1.5 quarts of this as well. Y'all can be building your own seasonings up. You already know how much that runs. Yeah, got that. What else? I had some green chilies. Here are my green chilies. When I do my pickled eggs, when I do my um, cucumbers, stuff like that. Here's some seasonings. Lorenzo's got some seasoning. We did a video where we made some marinade, you know, some rub. Here's his other seasoning. So all in one, we were able to make up some, and he's getting ready to fill this up because now that we came up with our own little recipe and stuff like this with different herbs and spices that we have worked on this, I wrote down it already so that way we'll know just about how much we need to fill this container up. And this is Lorenzo's. He also did another one with some chicken. He did his own chicken seasoning as well. I wrote down the recipe for that as well. Y'all can come up with your own little things, I'm telling you. And again, if you hadn't seen the video already, here it is. Y'all check back on there and you'll see this. This is the oat flour. Take your oats, freeze them, okay? Put them in the freezer for 24 hours. Make sure all the bugs and everything is clear out of the way. Then come back, get your processor, get your blender or whatever, and grind them oats. And that way you can have you some oat flour. You can use it to make some bread, biscuits, waffles, muffins, energy drinks if you want to, smoothies or whatever. You got you some oat flour, okay? Same thing. If you're making your own bread, that's even better because you got organic bread, okay? I make our breads, okay? Also, if you don't know how to make bread yet or whatever, go on my channel, okay? Yeah, I was practicing, but I was happy I was able to do it, and I got the swing of it. I mean, it looked funky at first, but guess what? It was good, though. It was good. It was good, because that's when I was learning how to make that bread, and I said, because I wasn't going to the store buying nothing. If I could get it and try to make it, I can make it. Then my husband said, hey, look, we're going to be doing a lot of things, and you might not be able to make that bread like you want to. So I have a video where I got a 29-in-1, I think it was, or 27-in-1 kitchen arm bread maker, okay? When I say 29-in-1, that means 29 different recipes, bread recipes, huh? Yeah, it makes jam too. Yeah, like jelly jam? Yes. All of that in this bread maker, okay? You'll put your ingredients in it. I show a whole review on it. You put your ingredients in it. It'll tell you how long it's going to take. You can pick how you want your trim to be as far as in your bread, your, you know what I'm saying, the crust. If you want it to be light brown or dark brown, you got a choice to choose from that. Basic bread, y'all. Basic bread. And it ain't nothing like having. So guess what? That basic bread, right? I cooked me a loaf. I put it in a little bread bag that I get with them, right? I let it sit there for a good week. And guess what? I made me some breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs. Organic breadcrumbs. You can take these breadcrumbs, because last night we made some mini meatloafs. I did a mini meatloaf video. Check that out. If you don't mind, check it out. But I took those breadcrumbs, some of these breadcrumbs, I used some of my herbs and made my Italian seasoning, put that in with my breadcrumbs. So when I got ready to make my meatloaf, I had my Italian breadcrumbs. You can have your breadcrumbs any way you want to. The sky is the limit on that, y'all. The sky's on limit, okay? You ain't got to go to the store and get it. If you don't know how to make bread, you don't have the funds yet to get a bread maker. If you don't know how to just do it or whatever right away, if you want to wait on trying to make some bread, go get you some bread, okay? Go get you some bread. Put it on your cookie sheet. Put it in the oven. Let it toast. Get it to your liking. If you want it to be a little dark brown, if you want it light brown or whatever, toast that bread. Take it out of the oven. Let it cool for a good 5 or 10 minutes on that, right? And there you go. You'll have you some breadcrumbs, okay? You can put your seasonings in it, and you can have any type of breadcrumbs you want, okay? I will be doing another video about the bread. I'm going to be showing you how you can make your own croutons as well, too, if you want to know how to do that. I'm going to be doing that as well. And you can sprinkle whatever you want on it and do the same thing and have them in a container, and you got a whole bunch of croutons. Okay. So, lemon pepper seasoning. Okay, I did a video on some lemon pepper wings. This ain't Wingstop. You have your own Wingstop. But I did my own lemon pepper wings. And they were fat. I got a girl over here on Renee's Garden. Y'all go check her channel out as well. Okay, because we started this spice challenge, all right? She started it. I fell in pursuit. Okay? Fell right in pursuit because we're trying to show y'all something, okay? She made her some lemon pepper wings. She did her lemon pepper the way she wanted to do her lemon pepper. You can dress it up however you want to. It might not have been exactly like mine, right? But you have some stuff in here that people don't even know you got in here, and it's fine. They be like, damn, what you put in there? I know it's lemon pepper, but what else you got? None of your business. You fix your own. You fix your own. So that's lemon pepper seasoning, y'all. And it's fresh from organic lemons. Check out that video and y'all see on her page and on my page as well. We're making lemon pepper seasoning, y'all. Lemon pepper seasoning. And we got bell pepper seasoning too. Yeah. Bell pepper seasoning. Chop you up some bell peppers. Uh-huh. And if you want it to be spicy, chop you up some peppers. And dehydrate all that stuff. And grind it up. And you can get it to your liking. If you want nice little chunks, flakes, or whatever, or you want it into a powder, you got you some bell pepper seasoning. You can have it spicy, you can have it salty. It's whatever you want your bell pepper seasoning to be. And over here, like I said, I'm doing those mushrooms. I already have some. I've been using the stuff out of this. You hear me? This goes good in soups and all this. And Lorenzo did him a video. It was the mushroom chicken, because I love me some mushrooms. He made some chicken and rice mushroom with his homemade mushrooms, sauce, and had mushrooms in it. See, these are recipes. You wonder why? Okay, it's dehydrated, but guess what? Once it hits the liquid, it's back in its natural form state, y'all. Yes, in its natural form state. So guess what? I'm getting ready to fill this back up, but I'm going to put it in another jar as well. I'm going to have this size, and I'm going to have me a big quart size, because I want a lot of these, okay? There's ways you can make your own stuff. Y'all saw in the other video where I had me some tomatoes, okay? Take those tomatoes, and you could do the same thing with the tomatoes. If you ain't got it dehydrated, stick them in the oven. Let them dry out, so that way you can have you some dried out tomatoes. You can make you sun-dried tomatoes. You can put them in a container and put you some olive oil in there, and that way you can have that. Yep. You could turn around and take them same tomatoes and put them in something in a dehydrator, let them dry like I showed you in the other video. Put that in the blender, and guess what? You got you some powder. Yep. And then when you want to add a little bit of fluid to it, like liquid or whatever, just a little bit, a spoonful would work. And mix that up, because you can do something with that tomato powder. You can put a little salt in it. You know what I'm saying? You can put a little pepper in it if you want to, right? But you can put your little bit of salt in there. Put your little droplets of lemon in there, or vinegar in there, with a little bit of water, right? And a little bit of cumin. Mix it up. You already know what that is, don't you? That's your homemade tomato paste. There's ways in making your tomato paste, y'all. And you can freeze it. Tomato juice. You can save yourself tomato juice to drink. Have you some other vegetables in there and have it all grinded up and stuff, so you can have your own V8. Y'all can learn a lot, and I'm going to be showing you a whole lot of those videos, okay? I showed you some with the powder and stuff like that. But as we go on in here, I will be showing you all that. Just stay to my page, y'all. Stay to our channel. Give us those ratings. And hey, cause I got a lot to show y'all. It's a surprise. You be surprised. You got all this stuff in here. Yes. Canning. Y'all got do y'all have y'all some canned goods? And you're like, dang, I wish I had some more corn, or I wish I had some more carrots, right? You might have about 4 cans. You might have a whole lot of people in your house coming for the holidays or something like that. You don't want to go and get any more carrots. If you got about like 4 or 5 cans of carrots, see how many of those jars you can make up and can it. I'll wait, let that marinate for a minute. Yeah, you didn't have to go to the store and buy a whole lot of stuff, a lot more stuff. You could take those cans that you got, see how many you accumulated, like I did in the video. If you look back, I wanted some more tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce, right? And I wasn't going to the store to get my spaghetti sauce, but I did have a whole lot of tomato cans over here with tomatoes in it, y'all. I took all those tomato cans, you look at the video, took all of them and put them in my little cooker, put all my ingredients that I wanted in there, and I canned myself up some spaghetti sauce. And you can too. Yes. So y'all stay on the channel, okay? Stay on our channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Show a lot of love, because there's more videos, more content that's going to be coming your way. Okay? And hey, remember, y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.